Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to Technology. I am Akshay and today we will discuss about one of the most important performance improvement technique Spark has adopted in the Spark 3X version, that is called dynamic partition pruning. So what is partition pruning and what is dynamic partition pruning? These things we will discuss today in detail. And before starting today's session, let me thank you for loving this channel, and if you are new to this channel, you have this below link as for subscribing this channel, and please don't forget to hit the bell icon. Let's start, and please watch till the end to know how a Spark query can be executed 100x faster. Yeah, so that is the benefit of dynamic partition pruning. So let me introduce you what is partition pruning. So if you have a query like select star from the student table where id is equal to 1, so there is a filter applied in this table, right? So that filter, when you execute it as a data engineer, you don't care that this filter should be before table scan or after table scan. Then Spark actually optimize these things for you. You know what is Catalyst Optimizer. If you don't know, you can check in the above link. So Spark create a logical plan, optimize that logical plan, create the physical plan, and in that process Spark itself determine that the filter should be pushed down to the scanner, to the data source before the scan, right? So filter should be pushed down to the data source before the scan. So that method is called the static partition pruning. But this is a very simple example, right? So in real world, this kind of simple query we are not executing. What data engineer execute in the real time? They execute like a join between two tables. Let's say between the dimension table and the fact table, right? So let's say a dimension table is a smaller table, like that is the usual case, and the fact table is a bigger table. So if you have a filter like this in the dimension side and you want to do the partition pruning, so the best way to do it, or the optimized or most expected uh, table to do this partition pruning will be at the bigger side of the table, right, at the fact side of the table. So how you can take this dimension side filter and apply it to the like the fact side. So there your static partition will not work, right? So there you need to think something different. So one technique is like that: if you have the filter what is applied at the dimension side, you can take the filter and apply it in the scanner on the top of the data source, that is the fact table. So then that technique can be taken, but there is a problem, like there you are duplicating the filter, right? So that is expensive. So the best way to do that, if you have the broadcast hash join, you have the smaller table at the build side and the bigger table at the probe side, and the smaller table which is at the build side will be broadcasted, right? So when you scan the data, before scanning you are filtering the data, right? So you filter the data, and then after applying that filter, whatever result you got, you are broadcasting that result to the executor nodes. So when the result is broadcasted to the executor nodes, then that result is applied as the dynamic filter in the scanner on the top of the fact table. So this is the most efficient technique of the dynamic partition pruning. Now to summarize, first thing is that in the dynamic partition pruning you need to apply the dimension side filter to the fact side as well, right? Second thing is that you are not duplicating the filter from the dimension side to fact side. You are actually applying the filter once and then take the data and apply the result as the dynamic filter on the probe side scanner on the top of the data source. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please share your feedback through like and comment, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. Please stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye.